Hello, everybody. Welcome to Queen Cancer Tarot channel. Let's go ahead and get started looking at your person's energy here, Cancer. I've already pulled some oracle messages. I started this message because I've been channeling energy for quite some time now, and I said I was going to do a reading about this, but I feel as though, and I did a reading on this earlier in the week. Um, or about a week ago. I'm not sure exactly how long ago it was, but I have recently done a reading, Cancer, where you have had someone that has been siphoning your energy, or someone who's been manipulating with the energy around you. Um, you know, and I was very clear, okay, about what question I was asking when I pulled these oracle messages that I got right here. So we have off to a really good start and intuitive, because the question was is there someone who has been siphoning into Cancer's energy and preventing growth in whatever way, shape, and possible? Take it how it resonates for you. This could be financial growth. This could be um, growth in your relationships. You may see a decline. All right, in your current connection, things may be going backwards instead of forward, and you're not sure why this is happening. You may have things taking place with your physical and mental health, Cancer, that has been declining, or either just kind of going left, and you're not quite sure exactly why this is happening. If it's financially related, there could be an energy of there is a slowdown, okay, or a decrease in the amount of income that is coming in toward uh, that you're seeing on a regular basis. And this is something that just basically has been happening for a while. Sorry, this has been happening for a while, and you had it in the back of your mind. You know what I'm saying? And what's funny is this intuition card that I pulled, it says intuitive and off to a really good start. It's like as soon as I asked the questions, these were the first two cards, pretty much. So I find that to be pretty funny. It's like Spirit is saying, yeah, you're off to a really good start. Okay. You're hitting the nail on the head, basically. Intuitively, you have been feeling this, and you are pretty much right on the money here. The next oracle message we got was this: wool has been pulled away. And then we got this: feeling obligated. Okay, so looking at this person's energy here, it looks as though this person has been hiding the fact that there's some sort of they are considering you to be a burden, Cancer. This person is looking at you as a burden. They feel as though they are obligated to you in some way. There is something that this person is responsible for when it comes to you, and they are hiding the fact that they really just they don't appreciate having to do this for you, right? And but they're the problem with this is that they're not being honest and open about this. See what I'm saying? They have the wool pulled over them. They're not showing their true colors when it comes to this. Why? Well, you have to think about it. Why would someone do something that they really don't want to do, right? And at the same time, they don't want to let you know that they really don't want to do it. Well, because there's something that they don't want you to know about what they're doing, and because what they are doing is actually necessary. And if they feel obligated, this could potentially be something that's going to either get them out of having to do it any further, or it's not going to matter. Okay. Um, this could actually be someone that you work with. Okay. This could be someone who does something for you, or someone who's contributing to something that you're doing, but they're feeling like they're obligated. Their feeling of obligation is something that they're trying to hide because this is what's frustrating them. Like if you were to see that they were frustrated about this particular thing, then that would actually make you look at them even closer, and they don't want this because, see, if you realize that they actually feel obligated by doing something for you that they don't want to do, well, then it must be because they're doing something else. Do you see what I mean? And whatever this obligation is just a cover for whatever else it is this person is doing. Now, take it how it resonates. I pretty much gave it to you very, very plain as I possibly could. Um, the last two oracle messages is this: mirrors and sunglasses. And then we got up to the universe in the reverse. Okay. Now, first of all, these are both colors that are like warning colors to me. This is like a bright orange. This is like a bright orange caution color. And this is like a red color, which is the color of like a warning or an alert. Okay. An urgent message here. Someone with mirrors and sunglasses here, they're creating some sort of smoke screen because why? They're doing something where they're not leaving something up to the universe. They are physically manipulating something to cause something to happen or either not happen. Does that sound like spell work to you, Cancer? Because that's what it sounds like to me. Okay, so let's just put that out there right now. And I don't, once again, I did a reading on this before and I'm going to do it again. And I think this was the exact same reading that I mentioned earlier. Okay, about someone siphoning your energy. I feel like spell work is not something that we should be putting our hands on, Cancer. That is not something that is allowed. The Bible speaks against it very specifically. And I don't feel like that. I feel like that is something that is on the other side of a veil for a reason. Some things are left to the imagination for a reason. And I feel like if spirit wanted people to have certain powers and gifts to do things, it would be something that would be given freely, right? You wouldn't have to create some sort of spell to make something happen or to manipulate things. I don't feel as though that is something that people are allowed to do, period. That should be left to the kingdom of God, period. I am strictly against it. Anyone that tells me that they practice spell work, I'm gonna side eye them. From the moment that I hear that come out of someone's mouth, I'm side eyeing them. First of all, a lot of people who do practice that will not tell you. They won't tell you. They keep it a secret. They want to operate in silence and move in silence because then when things happen, they don't want things to come back to them. Trust me. But when people will admit it, then I take that and fold that little piece of paper up and put it in my back pocket and I keep that for reference because that lets me know to keep this person on a very short, like, let's just say keep this person on a long leash, put it that way. um, but I'm definitely going to be watching out for that person, period. And you can get mad at me in the comments and do all you want to do, baby, but like I say, you go messing around and stuff like that and watch how your life will turn upside down. Everything that you're doing spell work for is going to be turned backwards and it's going to be used against you. I'm just warning you. I've seen so many people that, have seen success and they go talking stuff like that and I have seen their life be turned virtually upside down. They will lose relationships, people, money, homes, cars, people in their life, like 40 going west, and that is a very, very busy major highway. So it's a regular thing, basically. So, my warning for you, Cancer, in this situation is to open your eyes very quickly, first of all, and if you are having intuitive thoughts that there is someone or something that is manipulating with your energy, 9 times out of 10, you're on to something because intuition is intuition. And it was given to us in a very powerful way as cancers for a reason. So let's just leave it at that. Okay. But that is what I am seeing here. That is something that is definitely taking place. Okay. Not cute at all. This person is playing with fire, literally. Literally. This person is playing with fire. And you need to steer clear from this person. Okay? You need to stay clear from this person, Cancer. Period. Point blank. All right, so let's just see what we got here. I'm going to pull some more oracle messages because I pulled those off camera and I was like, whoa, let me record this. Okay, because I just wanted to see what cards I got, and that is exactly what came out. So the wool has been pulled away. This person is going to show you that they actually feel obligated. There's something this person, either you asked this person to help you or this person offered to help you. There's something about you requesting or getting or receiving help or something or anything from this person. You know what I mean? Here's another thing. If you do receive something from someone, please pay them back in some format, whether you're giving them something in return, but never take anything for, free from people who are just willing, like offering, and you don't know that person. Don't. Because with feeling obligated and the wool being pulled away and up to the universe in the reverse, you don't want this person to put some sort of like hex on you. You just don't. Some sort of an attachment curse. You know what I mean? Yeah, no. And I don't even know what those are, but I have heard of it and I can only imagine. So let's see what we get here. Let's see what we get, Cancer. So we have young male here. This person could drive a sports car. This could be a masculine energy. This person could be younger. This could be a younger masculine person. It doesn't have to be a male, but masculine. So someone who's the breadwinner, someone who, this may be someone who is single or who lives alone, or someone who is the breadwinner of their relationship if they are with someone else. It doesn't mean that they're a female or a male. And then we have ship here, cutting ties, moving on. And we have union here and children. So this person may be married, or there could be some sort of partnership or connection or bond that you have with this person. I'm getting vulnerable. I'm getting vulnerable with union here. It's almost like an energy of someone who has attached themselves to someone who is very, very vulnerable or unsuspecting, or someone who's very naive. Do you see what I mean? Why is this in the reverse? I don't know, but we have the sword and the rose in the reverse here. This talks about clarity and truth and revelations, and this is in the reverse, honor and protection and determination here. Yeah, there is a very strong energy of someone who's being in a very vulnerable position where they're not protected, Cancer, by something. And then we have old school here. Replaying events over in your head, outdated thinking, conditioning. And this is like an old cassette tape. And I feel like the cassette is, it looks like it's been ruined, or all the tape has been pulled out. With clarity and the truth in the reverse and revelations in the reverse and replaying events, I feel like you may have been in your head replaying events about this person over and over, trying to figure out what it is that you just can't put your finger on when it comes to them. You have been in your head concerned about this person for some time. So, Cancer, this is not someone that you are not, like I said, intuitive is here. Do you see what I'm saying? You have been questioning this situation and this person. However far fetched it may have been, however, you may not have wanted to believe it When the intuition came into your head, it was very strong. And you have not been able to part ways from this since. So this is going to be someone that you immediately, like the first person that pops into your mind is going to be who this person is. Okay? Because you have been going over this for some time now. You just needed more proof. Tell me more about this person. Mm, tell me more about this person. We have money. I feel like, again, this is someone that you work with. And look, we have twin flames here. Yeah, union and duality and money. There is a situation, I feel like, and with twin flames, this could be a karmic, someone, this could be a situation with money and twin flames. It could be that you both are in the same field. I'm getting some sort of competitive edge here. So, whether you work with this person and you're in the same department, I feel like you're on opposite teams, or either you both work in the same field, but you have your own businesses, your own separate businesses. There is some sort of an aspect of profiting or competition when it comes to this person. And it has to do with money or business. There's some sort of competition to make more money here when it comes to this person, perhaps. Look, under the deck, we have Ice King, entrepreneur. Look at this, entrepreneur. And then it says boss. This is giving me King of Swords energy here. Let's see what else we got going here. Let's see. Let's just see. I'm curious, y'all. I like to pull from different oracle decks. This one is for uh, our soul connections, where two hearts meet. Love oracle deck. So let's see what we get out of this one. Tell me about Cancer, please. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. Tell me about Cancer and Cancer's person. What do we have here? Look, enlightenment, Cancer. Look at this. Enlightenment. So you're finding out something about someone. It says we recognize that we are one with the divine as well. I feel like this is to the point where it's affecting you so severely that you're praying about this and asking God to show you what this is or who this is. You're asking God to reveal to you, to take the wool off. It says wool has been pulled away. And then we got feeling obligated here. It's like I feel like once you find out, or once you recognize who this person is, and I feel like they will know. They will know. And I feel like anything this person may have been doing to assist you prior to you knowing, or prior to them knowing that you know, I feel like they're going to feel obligated from that point on. Everything is going to be like an obligation, because it's like, I feel like you knowing that, them knowing that you know that they know is going to be very frustrating for them. And that's also going to be where they're going to have to kind of put the brakes on it, because you're instantly going to put a stop to it. Your spirit guides are much too strong for that, Cancer. Once you start praying for protection and, you know what I'm saying, covering yourself in this regard, you are going to have an instant covering when it comes to this person, and they are going to be watching themselves quite closely. And it's going to be very frustrating at this point because they're not able to do anything that they really want to do, which is manipulate you and, you know what I'm saying, take your energy, vampire your energy. But once you recognize what's happening, of course, they're not going to do it in your face. You're too intuitive for that, Cancer, and they know it. This person knows it even more so than you, even more than you. Under the deck, we have soul. Your soul is preparing to reconnect. Trust in the process. Look, and then it says, let go. Look at this. Let go. And then it says boundaries and it says spiritual. Look at this, y'all. And union. Oh my God, with recognition and clarity. Y'all, I cannot make this up. Look at this. All of this under the deck. Let go of your soul energy. I feel like there's going to be an instant release, or you're going to require this instantly. Once you have the clarity, listen, once you have the clarity and see that this union, you're recognizing that this union with this person has created or has allowed them to cross spiritual boundaries. See what I mean, Cancer? By be careful who you break bread with, be careful who you accept, you know, help from. We have clarity and enlightenment, recognition. Look at this. It's very clear and it's very, very obvious here what's going on. Cancer, I feel like, but once you recognize it, thinking about it is one thing, but once you actually recognize what's happening and call it out, trust in the process. Sometimes it's best to let go and let the universe work things out. Look at this in divine timing. And then you have up to the universe in the reverse. See, where this person was trying to manipulate you and what you were able to receive from the universe, your spirit is telling you to let it go and allow the universe to handle it and work it out. See, this person, they can't control the universe. They can't control spirit. They can't control God. See what I'm saying? They have been allowed to cross certain boundaries, Cancer. Okay? They have been allowed to cross certain boundaries. But it's only really for you to see. And once you see and realize and recognize that, you know what, spirit is here to help you fight off any attacks like that, then that's what it's for. But I feel like once you recognize, you are going to shut it down. You are going to go into a spiritual detox, literally, where you are praying and cleansing and asking spirit to come in and clear all negative energy away. Anything that is coming against you, anything, and you'll be able to feel it. You'll be able to feel it. It will also show itself to you. Do you see what I'm saying? I've had situations where, you know, I've been completely on the end of like, I completely didn't know what was going on. Um, You know what I'm saying? Very vulnerable, almost childlike, just kind of very like, I don't know, what's the good word? Naive. Naive. Okay, about people who are actually energetically trying to vampire my energy, and go to these people and then watch them tell on themselves to me directly by their whole persona and character changing. Their attitude will change, the way that they, you know what I'm saying? They'll present themselves as being like overly, yeah, it's just, it's certain things that people will do where it's like they can't play it off. This person tried to play it off with you when you called them on their shit. Do you see what I'm saying? And then they got frustrated because they knew Cancer's too intuitive for all of this. Cancer is, not only is Cancer going to stop me, but Cancer is going to know it's me. Do you see what I'm saying? And then Cancer is going to try to, reverse it back on my ass. And I don't, we don't want that smoke. And they don't want that smoke from you, Cancer. They don't. They don't want that from you. So we're going to pull a few more oracle messages and then we'll go on into the tarot and close this out. But I had to ask the question because it's been looming. I brought it up the other day in your reading, and it is coming out very clearly that that is exactly what's happening. Tell me about Cancer. So we have soul tie. We have organize here. This talks about cleaning your space, rearranging your home. Then this talks about soulmate, a twin flame, past life, lesson or blessing, ascending, triggers, and then a karmic. And then we have travel. So you're going to be going somewhere, or this person is going to be going somewhere. This talks about you getting away or moving far away. See what I'm saying? So I feel like once you cleanse your space, that's going to be the energy of getting these spirits the hell away from you. Period, point blank. And then you're going to go on a vacation, or you're just going to plain old move far away from these past karmics, soul ties, whatever these trigger people were. Um, but you're going to get away from them. Do you see what I'm saying? Why? Because they were crossing boundaries because they were too close to you. They were too close to you. You can't involve yourself with everybody. You may look up to somebody, and then once you get up on the level where they are, you realize that this person is doing something that you don't agree with and that you feel is beneath you. So, how can you continue looking up to someone who is engaging in behaviors that you're not in alignment with? First of all, you know what I'm saying? So, there's that part, Cancer. And I feel like Spirit wants you to pay attention to this. If there are any soul ties that you have that trigger you spiritually, you need to separate yourself, because this is not, it's not good to have that energy around. It's negative energy, it's bad juju, it's just not cool, Cancer. I don't even know how else to say it. But this was a, I'm not going to call this a warning at all. I'm going to call this reading a bit of spiritual advice, a small bit of spiritual advice. And whether or not this is pertaining to anything you're going through currently, this is very important information to have, period. So, you know, whether you are going through this right now, Cancers, or you've been through this before, or this is just information to know in case it ever happens to you, it's important. Okay. recognition of who you are bonded with is important. Who you flock with, who you rock with, whatever you want to call it, who you associate with. All that I can think of when I said that was Epstein, 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 and Trump. Sorry, it is what it is. You take it how it resonates, and everything is alleged. Um, but you know, birds of a feather flock together. If there's something that somebody is doing and somebody else is engaged with that person, I'm going to think that both of them are doing it right or engaged. So so same in this situation. If you have someone who is willing to siphon energy in any way, what makes you think they won't do it to you when it becomes necessary for them to? Do you see what I mean? First two cards out the deck. Look at this. King of Wands and the Two of Cups. Look at this. First two cards out the deck, baby. Okay? This is an energy of someone who is very, what should I say? Very visible, very bold. This person is very bold. With the Two of Cups, this is also an energy of someone who is coming close, or someone who's making friends or creating some sort of a bond or a union because this person has some sort of a plan or an agenda that they want to fulfill. But this is very bold action when it comes to this person as well. Very, very bold. Okay? Very bold. Tell me more about this person, please. It's very interesting, guys. And then look at this, y'all. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Listen, there's an energy of it may take a while for you to recognize, but if you just stick with it or whatever, okay? Um, just stick, don't rush, you know what I'm saying? There's an energy of taking your time, having patience, and keeping your eyes open. I feel like this person is going to reveal themselves. This person is going to reveal themselves. Okay. And that Knight of Pentacles energy is also an energy of someone who, um, what's a good word? Someone who you can count on to have the answers. Page of Pentacles as well. This is like someone who has all the answers, a know it all, the star student. Someone you're going to go to and know that they're going to know what the answer is. I'm feeling very, very strongly that that's the situation here. This person, I feel like they know that you know. Okay. They know that you know what this person has been planning. Okay. And look, with the Five of Swords and the Four of Cups here, they're immediately going to go in a different direction, or they're going to try to, drop the cards out of their hand. You know what I'm saying? Five of Swords and the Four of Cups. It's like they're going to try to create some sort of distance, or they're going to back up off of this conflict or whatever it is that they were doing. They're not going to continue trying to intimidate or bully you. Once they know that you recognize it's them, see what I'm saying? They're going to be very bold while they think that everything is all good here, while they think that you're on the same team and you trust them and your buddies and all of that, partners. No, that's not going to last. As soon as they realize it's a problem, then they're going to try to back away. Knight of Wands here and the Ace of Wands. Why? Because they know you're going to be pissed off. You're going to be angry and you're going to demand answers. You're going to demand answers. And look, We have the death card here. Let go with the Nine of Wands and the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles here with Temperance. See, this person, not only are they going to pull back their energy, but they're going to completely, like, this person is going to just completely do things on their own. This talks about focusing on self, working on self, not um, depending on others. So, and with that Nine of Wands and the Queen of Wands, this is an energy of someone who was very confident and thought that they would not have to go anywhere. They thought that they would just be able to stay and continue siphoning your energy. But no, with the Death card, they're having to go. They have to go. They got to go. They have got to go. With the Eight of Pentacles and Temperance here, I feel like this is an energy of you working on your own spirituality here. This is divine guidance here with Temperance. This is talking about you being divinely guided and making the best decision possible. And guess what? The more you work on your own self, the more you focus on your own pentacles, the more you rely on yourself and not reaching out to others, that's when things are going to balance out for you. See what I'm saying? That's the danger of dealing with people that you don't know. Cancers, I myself personally have had to learn this the hard way. I'm a business owner. I also have 3 different channels on YouTube, and I do various um, like side gigs where I will do speaking engagements where I'll go and just kind of do readings, like a pop up sort of a reading station type ordeal. So, like, and then I will work with others. You know what I'm saying? So, my my reach goes beyond just what my my reach has gone beyond more than just my potential, put it that way. I have relied on others in the past, for like business leads or for shout outs, or I might have uh, someone post a reading for me, you know what I'm saying, on their channel. I've done that with multiple YouTube channels. Okay. Multiple YouTube channels. I just recently have made the decision to do everything on my own. And if I need assistance with anything, I will hire an outside person. You see what I'm saying? I will hire an outside person to get that done. But as far as my channel growth, as far as, the leads that I receive when it comes to my clients, everything, I have made the decision that I am going to be the person that does that for myself, because I don't want to risk being vulnerable or beholden to others. See what I'm saying? I don't want to be obligated to anyone else, and I don't want anyone else to feel obligated to me, because that's going to create animosity, and I don't need that, because I don't have no problem with anybody, but I damn sure don't need anybody having any hidden, secretive animosity towards me. I definitely don't want anybody scoffing at or about me under their breath. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel obligated because they're doing something for me. Like, scratch. My own man doesn't even feel obligated, okay? For to me. He is, but he doesn't feel that way. I'm not going to make him feel that way. But yeah, no. I'm too independent, baby, for any of that. You know what I'm saying? I am too independent for that. My mama called and checked on me the first week that when I first got married for the first time. I've only been married once, but my mom called and checked on me because she was like, I just want to make sure you were okay because I know that you're not the type of person that, has to really, you know, have people tell you what to do or anything like that. You're a very much do it yourself type person. And I'm like, no, no, I'm okay. I know how to submit when I need to. Okay. But I also am not going to take any shit either. I also am not going to take any shit either. Like I said, there's a situation with this particular person where I feel like they could smell the vulnerability on you, and that just gave them a door in. That just gave them a door that opened the door for them to come in and wreak havoc. Okay, so yeah, let's clarify here. Tell me about this King of Wands here. King of Wands energy with the Two of Cups. Look, Five of Pentacles. Hmm. Five of Pentacles. Again, this is an energy of someone potentially feeling very insecure about something. This is talking about um, financial hardship, or this could be an energy of someone who was going through a financial loss or having a difficult time. And I feel like that's what this person knew. They knew and they made themselves available in this way. This was the door, this was that you being vulnerable stage here. You being vulnerable. And look, under the deck, Knight of Cups. See? And this person, and look, the Queen of Cups standing right behind. See, this person came right in. That Knight of Cups is a very seductive energy, flirtatious. This person's like, hey, you having issues with this? Hey, I can help. You know what I mean? Or this person came across as being very easy to work with, or someone that you could negotiate with. Or, hey, if you do this for me, I'll do this for you type energy. But I feel like this is where you open the door here. This person had ulterior plans. With that King of Wands energy, this person had plans that you weren't aware of. See what I'm saying? Knight of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Look, we have the Knight of Swords here. This is an energy of someone who is coming rushing in. The Knight of Pentacles is a very slow moving energy. This person thought that if they rushed in with some sort of action to assist you or to help, that Knight of Swords is also coming in as like a hero or to come and save the day. This person is coming in under the guise of assisting you with something. and they're moving very, very fast. They're coming in quick because they know you're very intuitive, so they need to move quickly. All right. Under the deck, look, Three of Cups, making friends with you. But look, we have the devil sitting right behind this. I cannot make this up, baby. I'm not. And look, the Queen of Cups. This person had their eyes on you. This devil energy has had their eyes on you the entire time. And they're coming in under the guise of uh, a friend, okay, or a companion or someone that you are working with here. Tell me about the Five of Swords and the Four of Cups. But as soon as this person is going to run away, look at this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. See? In the reverse, baby. This talks about having some sort of a bad investment, or someone has made a bad decision, or someone realizing that they have made an investment that is not investing. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, your investment is not investing here. Something isn't right. And this is also talking about a loss of stability, or someone who is there's something deficient about this. This also talks about being scarce. Okay. And remember, I said this person is going to get, they're going to get little, Cancer. Once they know, you know, and once you know that they know that you know, they're going to get very scarce and disappear on you, baby. Look at this. The world, all of it will cease. They will try to stop any sort of spell work that they're doing, any sort of process that they're doing. They're going to try to stop and hide their hand because they don't want you to say, I see what you're doing. But they know that you know. They know that you know. See, Seven of Pentacles. This is the energy of someone waiting, being patient. Crazy work, Cancer. Crazy work. Crazy work. So be careful with this. We're going to take it into an extended. I'm going to continue to clarify these cards that we pulled underneath the deck here. And then we will ask some more questions regarding the challenges, what you may not see coming, what challenges that you know are coming that you may not see, and what you need to do to protect yourself from this person going forward, or people like this going forward, Cancer. But this is a bonus reading for you guys. Because again, this was just something that has been on my mind, and I wanted to make sure I got this message out before I went completely MIA on you guys. Other than that, please make sure you guys continue liking and watching all the videos. The channel is on a bit of a hiatus or a break. I've decided that I'm not going to record on my other channel, She Reads Tarot, until I come back from being out on surgery leave, and that's going to be sometime in September. Not quite sure when that's going to be yet. I will keep you guys posted. I'll let you guys know how I am going to be healing and how my progress is going. I will be posting if I have not done that already. I should be doing that very soon now. Other than that, I love you guys so much. Take care of yourselves and each other. The link for part 2 of this reading, you guys, will be in the description box once that reading uploads, okay? But I will make sure I get them out in order. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you soon. Take care and God bless. Bye.